Hello, I'm Michael Perry, your Clubhouse Manager, and today I get to be your bartender as we make the blood and sand. Now don't worry, there is neither blood nor sand in this cocktail. It actually gets its name from the 1922 movie starring Rudolph Valentino. This movie was also remade in 1941 with Tyrone Power, Linda Darnell, and Rita Hayworth, who, story has it, has another very famous cocktail named after her, but we'll save that for another video. This is a classic scotch-based cocktail which first appeared in the Savoy Cocktail Book in 1930. So maybe not as old as the Sazerac cocktail, but this certainly has been around for a long time. Blended scotch, we'll be using 12-year Dewar's today, mixed with some cherry herring, some cherry liqueur. This is the classic cherry flavored liqueur dating back to, I believe, 1818. Then we'll add in a little bit of sweet vermouth. Today we're using Martini and Rossi. And then some orange juice. In the original cocktail, we have equal parts of all four of these ingredients. The one that I'll be doing for you today, we've changed it up a bit and increased the amount of scotch just a little bit. And we're actually going to finish this with a little bit of peated Islay scotch. What this does is make the cocktail a little bit drier and adds a nice smoky depth to it. The tools that we'll need for today is our cocktail glass. We'll need a juice press, which you don't have to have, but it certainly makes things easier. A paring knife. You'll need both a 3/4 ounce and a 1 ounce jigger or measuring cups. A shaker. If you don't have a shaker, this cocktail can be stirred, but it is much better if we can shake it. And then finally a strainer. To start building the cocktail, as usual, we're going to chill down our cocktail glass. Fill it with ice. Then with water. And we can set that aside. For the orange juice, your kit, which is enough to make 4 cocktails, should have enough juice in it for all 4. Standard size orange will have about 4 ounces of juice in it. Each cocktail requires 1 ounce. The best way to get the juice out, especially if you're using one of these juice presses, is to put the fruit in with the flesh side down. So you're pressing against the peel. You can see that. Just a small amount of juice on that one. Do one more here. Good, that's about 1 ounce. So this can be done ahead of time. You can use fresh squeezed orange juice from the grocery store, but I strongly recommend using your own fresh squeezed orange juice. It makes a world of difference. To build the cocktail, what we're going to do first is we'll add in our blended scotch, which we need 1 ounce. I have the 1 ounce measure here. And then we need 3/4 of an ounce of the cherry herring. Three-quarters of an ounce of the sweet vermouth. One ounce of our orange juice. See if I got this right. 1 ounce. And then we just need 1 teaspoon of the Islay peated scotch. We're using Lefroy, which is one of the most heavily peated scotches available. I do recommend an Islay scotch because you want that peatiness, but a single malt scotch from the Highlands would work. The peatiness is what gives that really rich, smoky depth to the cocktail. With your eyedropper, 1 teaspoon is about 5 or 6 of the eyedroppers, so about 3/4 full Depending upon how smoky you want it, you can do 5 or 6. So I'm going to go ahead and do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to fill our shaker with ice. For shaking versus stirring, age-old question, just ask James Bond. I think the big difference is for stirred cocktails, are really looking for the cocktails that are very spirit-forward, like the first two that I introduced to you, the Sazerac and the Velvet Gentleman, which doesn't have any fruit juice in it, and you really want to let those flavors come through. The stirring will dilute the cocktail a little bit less. Shaking is great when you're having a fruit juice or any other type of heavy syrups. It helps incorporate the ingredients more and will dilute the cocktail a little bit more, which is fine for certainly for a drink like this. So making sure you have the lid on nice and tight. We're going to shake this for about 15-20 seconds. I've also heard shake it until it's too cold to handle. Pretty cold. Then we're going to empty our cocktail glass. This has a strainer right on top of it. If you don't have this, I'm not going to, oh, I do get it off. You can use the strainer. Nice little froth on top of this. Now for the garnish, we're going to use Luxardo cherries. So these are not your standard maraschino bright red super sweet cherries. These are Luxardo cherries. Much nicer, much more attractive, and also a fantastic flavor. Great way to finish this cocktail. So I have 3 of them on here. Just lay it right on top. And there's your blood and sand. Enjoy.